Namaste. It's quite funny she forgot the word software, because my speech is about software updates. And more so actually recently, over the last 2 weeks, I've been really annoyed at the amount of software updates I'm getting, right? Either it's your phone, or your laptop, your cars. We even heard about toasters nowadays. Just too many software updates. Like, I can't be the only one. Who else is sick and tired of these software updates? Yeah. Who else, like me, is guilty of pressing remind me later rather than update now? Yeah, okay, that's all of us. You know, it did get me thinking though, like why? Why do we have all of these software updates? There's actually two main reasons. Reason number one is to unlock some sort of a new feature, something new that the hardware can do. Prime example, over lockdown we had Zoom, right? One of the software updates was these breakout rooms. And I know everyone in this room has used breakout rooms over and over again. A good software update, unlocks a new feature. Number two is to find and fix some of the bugs in the code. So maybe the app or the mobile phone is not working like it should be. And so this software update looks to fix some of those issues. Those are actually two pretty compelling reasons. I'm still not going to press update now, but never mind. But this again got me thinking. It's a really good analogy. You know what I'm talking about, right? Really good analogy. Of course, for Hindu civilization. And I've lost everyone in the room. Let's take a step back. Imagine the Hindu civilization, this massive timeline that goes across this stage, all the way into the past, the many thousands and thousands of years. That civilizational timeline that we all belong to is the key to unlock Hindu dharma. Somewhere here, you know, it just is everywhere. Like we heard, Hindu dharma is that which sustains, it's good. We want Hindu dharma, we need Hindu dharma. Now think of this timeline that's above us, not just as a linear timeline and dates throughout the ages, but think of it as a piece of code. Many millions and trillions of lines of code. As people have come and gone throughout this civilization, they've innovated new philosophies, new ways of thinking, new ways to live your life. What does our culture teach us about this? Hindu culture is all about software updates. Hindu culture survives on software updates. So let's go through two stories in our lineage, in our timeline, that maybe highlight some of these software updates, where we've unlocked new features and we fixed some of the bugs. So come with me to 599 BC, quite a while away. This is the time when Mahavir was around. Now, Mahavir is the 24th Tirthankar of the Jain Dharma. He was actually born into a royal family. He was a prince. But at the age of 30, he renounced all material possessions. He decided he wanted to go on a spiritual journey around Bharat. So as he traversed through the ancient villages, the jungles of the time, he observed a lot of things in society. He actually saw there was immense pain, suffering. In some villages, they were killing and chopping animals unnecessarily, either for food or for sports, entertainment. In other villages, they saw that instead of resolving the conflicts in a peaceful manner, they decided to fight it out. Mahavir took a step back as well. He was deeply saddened by this. How is it that the land of Bharat has become the land of pain and suffering? So he meditated upon this. He observed and meditated upon his observations. What he was really doing is reviewing the civilizational code that we talked about. And what he saw, there was a gap in this code. There's a gap in people's ways of thinking. People were not thinking about living peacefully. And so what did Mahavir do? Provided a software update. This software update unlocked a new feature in the human consciousness. That, of course, is ahimsa, the path of least violence, non-violence. So he went to the same villages again, and he led by example. And he pushed out this software update to everyone. And even now, we look back at Mahavir's examples of ahimsa. So much so that the greats of Mahatma Gandhi, Martin Luther King, their campaigns were based around the software update that Mahavir provided us. Let's go further down the timeline. We come to the late 19th century, early 20th century. Hopefully some of you know this time period. We've learnt about this person a lot. Maybe I'll remind you. Sisters and brothers of America, right? Swami Vivekananda, a great religious leader and social reformer. But Swami Vivekananda also traveled around Bharat and observed. You all know about the story of him going to Kanyakumari and going to meditate. What was he doing in that meditation? He was reviewing the civilizational code and society of his time. And he saw a lot of bugs in that code, a lot of problems in society. The three main problems that, if you listen to his speeches and talks, he will talk about is the lack of youth and women empowerment. Caste discrimination had plagued India at that time. And finally, the need for social and religious reform. These are the bugs that he observed in the code. And through his talks and speeches, we still look back at Swami Vivekananda and learn from him and are inspired by him. Now we come all the way to present day, the end of the timeline. It's incredible, isn't it? We've all been on this journey through this history. There's a problem though. This whole time, you and I have been looking backwards, been looking into the past. The real question is, who's looking forward? Who's looking into the future? It's everyone in this room. It's all of us. Because I believe we are Hindu 2.0. We are the latest lineage of this timeline. We are the best software update of our civilization. We are the ones that should be reviewing our civilizational code. We are the ones that should be providing software updates that unlocks new features, but also fix the bugs in society. So you see, software updates aren't just a matter of technology and your iPhone, but they're a cultural imperative. We must honor the legacy of our past, but pave the way for a brighter future. That's why all of us, as Hindu 2.0, we need to be the programmers of our civilization. Namaste.